Welcome back to 1042 Special Ops. We're finally tackling the Charlie Ops with one of my more favorite missions in the game, Hidden. Any of you who's ever played Call of Duty 4 will maybe not instantly recognize this level, but it should be fairly noticeable. It's actually the level all gillied up backwards. I think it's right before you go into the big convoy area back to the start of the level. So those two guys will never ever see you, and this right here, Kobe, that C4 toss will always get those two guys, and it's always pretty funny to do that in co-op, because people are like, what the hell are you doing? You're throwing C4 everywhere. But, anyway, this first area is not so bad. There are going to be 3 ghillie snipers out here. They're going to be in the same spots every single time, so as you can see, I just kind of shot all of them there, so I wasn't really able to go into strategies about that, but take your time, take them out one at a time. Don't try looking for them unless you're like full on health or anything, because otherwise you're just going to get annihilated. Another thing you want to do for this level, which is really, really handy and really convenient, honestly, is all the other special ops, when you pull up the timer, it's usually just, the clock telling you how long you've spent in the level. But in Hidden, you get this little kill counter thingy that tells you, how many perfect kills, good kills, and average kills you got. Perfect kills mean that the enemy had no idea you were there. Good kills means that you shot them. They know you're there, but you still got them before they triggered an alert. That's considered a good kill. And average kills, usually you only get if the enemy are alerted at some point. But the reason that you want to have that on the side isn't so much so you can prove to everyone how awesome you are at the fact that you got all perfect kills or something like that. It's because it's a good way to confirm whether or not the ghillie snipers are actually dead. Because if you play through this level without that little counter, what could potentially happen is you'll wound a ghillie sniper, they won't be dead, and so you'll just be like, oh, I can just run out here willy-nilly, woo! And then you just get sniped out by a ghillie sniper who shot you with his pistol, and then you have to restart the entire level, and that can really suck. So it's nice to have the kill counter so you can confirm when you got all your kills. But regardless, these 3 guys that I'm waiting for right now, it is actually possible if you line yourself up just right on the right side, you can get a triple kill on them. Honestly, though, there's no reason to do that. You're more than likely to get caught if you do that, so I just hang out on the left side, go from left to right, snipe them all out. They won't hear each other die, don't worry, I've done this a lot. Make sure you get this guy in the tower. I don't think he's there. He's not there on regular, I know, but not sure if he's there on hardened, so make sure you get him. And then, when you get to the graveyard, slowly make your way up to this tree that I'm getting up to. Go prone, and then you want to toss another batch of C4 right as soon as you hit the tree. That'll get all 3 of them. It's pretty consistent. So, trust me, the guys in the other end won't hear it. So, you don't need to worry about a thing. Now, there's going to be a guy who walks in the church. You need to wait for this guy to get in before you do anything else. Otherwise, he is going to hear you or see you, depending on how long you wait, and you're going to get alerted, and you definitely do not want to get an alert right now. That would really bite. I only trigger 1 alert in this run, and that's an alert I trigger on purpose, because the way that I do the last part of the level requires me to have an alert, and there's a very specific way that I do it. So, just sit around here, and just wait for this guy. As you can see, he always goes over there to that left side, so he will never ever see you. You can actually knife him and save a little bit of bullets and actually get an achievement or trophy for it, but, I just shoot him just cuz. So once he's dead, climb up the ladder, and you're going to be in this tower. You're going to look over to the right side, there are going to be 2 guys standing over here in a barrel. Shoot them both. Get a double kill. And then you want to shoot these 2 guys over here on the left. That's everyone else out in the courtyard, except there's 1 guy standing inside of the building that you saw me look into. You're going to actually need to run over there, and you're going to need to shoot a guy that's in there. Unfortunately. Sometimes he is a little bit farther up than where he is right now. As you can see, I'm kind of looking for him, but he's actually right near the door. So I kind of Leroy Jenkins him. Except not really. So, that's the way you do that part. Now here, there are a few guys that you can shoot at. I shoot this guy in the window because he doesn't trigger an alert if you shoot him, thankfully. So what I do is I toss a batch of C4 all the way out in the middle of the area, and then I run all the way back to the tower that we sniped people out of earlier. Then from there, we're going to blow up the C4, and this is going to trigger it doesn't alert the enemies, but it makes them go like, what was that noise? And they come out to investigate it. See, like, it's not technically an alert because the music hasn't changed yet. But I got a little bit lucky and I was able to tag off a few of them before the actual alert started. As you can see, here's where the actual alert starts. See? See how easy that was? I know that there is a way to stealth past those guys, and I have done it a few times, but honestly, you know, it's just not worth it to do it that way. Stealth killing everyone. Because in my experience, it usually takes longer than just doing it that way. You know, I don't really care about what my kill rating is. I just care if I beat the level. Now, this is easily the most stressful part of the level for me, because there's like 5 or 6 ghillie snipers, I forget, and you basically have to take all of them out before you can move on at all. So I like to stand or crouch near this window, and I like to try to pick off as many of them as possible. Otherwise, you know, the second you try to go out there, you're going to get shot by a bunch of dudes wielding WAs. And let me tell you, they are a really good shot with those things. See, like, look at that. It's so... I wish the WA did that much damage. Are you kidding me? Because, like, the WA in multiplayer is, like, abysmal. Commander Shin actually calls it a surfboard because it kind of looks like a surfboard, but... So, all those guys on the right side, you know, there's someone hard to see, and there's one guy, like, over here in the left. I got him there, but sometimes he's a bit further back near over where that tree is. Over there on the left side of the screen. Yeah, that guy's a jerk. And then there's one last ghillie sniper. If I'm going to die to something, it's going to be this one ghillie sniper. You see him? See him right there? Yeah. I didn't get him there, but when I come back out of cover, that sniper is the one that usually kills me, because you cannot get him until you get up here. There we go. So after he's dead, it's a straight shot to the finish. So once you get it, there you go. It's one of my favorite missions in the game, but there are certainly a few really silly moments.